I'm with Light Productions, and I want to welcome you to Light Television. And here with me today is my friend. It's an honor and a privilege to have
Maryse Lavalette.
Yay, Maryse Lavalette! It's an honor and a privilege to have you watching Light Television, and it's an honor to present to you Maryse Lavalette.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a few questions for Maryse to answer, and we'll go through them one at a time, okay? No special order?
No.
The first question that I wrote down is, what does spiritual light mean to you? And Maryse asked me to reword it to, what does spirituality mean to you?
Yes. Because I think that everything can be spirituality. Tree, light, river, people, life. So I wanted it to be just, that's what spirituality for me is. It's about being. It's about life. So I guess that's really it. Life is spiritual in any form it is. And we are the embodiment of spirituality. So, yeah, that's what it means to me.
Thank you. Okay. Maryse, you have so much light in your dance. Maryse is a dancer, and she will speak about what dance is for her, what kind of dance she does. But the first part that I wanted to bring forward is that there is so much light in your dance. And I really appreciate that, and I wondered if you'd like to speak about this, how you came to this.
I guess for me, when I started to dance, I was 3 years old. That was really my passion, my way of being. And so I think when I perform, I dance from this place of being true with me and with the audience, and to just be the channel, to not let my mind interfere with what comes through me, and to just embody life through movement, like people embody life with their voice, with singing, with their action. I embody life through the movement, because we are motion, we are movement. And so when I dance, I think I always want to come from that place of presence in my belly, in my heart, and dance from there, and from what I feel of everybody around. That the audience is as important as me as dancer, because people give so much back to you without even knowing they do. You just feel them, and that's what I do. I think I come to that place of like removing layers of habits, of comportment, of judging, of mental patterns that we have when we dance, when we talk, to just be as clear as I can as a person, as a human being. So I think that's what I do when I perform. Do I answer your question?
Thank you, yes. Well, this is still part of that. You dance so beautifully. I remember the first time that I saw you dancing, the first time I met you was at Angelique's healing concert. And for those of you who may not have heard of Angelique, Angelique is Jean Ann Howard. She's put together what I believe she calls the Healing Way program, and her healing concerts are just so beautiful, and Maryse was there dancing, and I was just like, wow, it's just so beautiful. What you do is just so beautiful. It's a natural gift.
Thank you.
For those of you who'd be interested in finding out more about the Healing Way program, I understand that Jean Ann works at Missoula Children's Theater in Missoula, and it's in the phone book. Jean Ann Howard.
At the Mogul stage. Oh, here it says it's open.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah. So it's right. I know she's up on the schedule there, you know, on those that are on the post there. But yeah. So apparently, when they film when they put this together,
they didn't have.
Yeah, that's right.
dance form soul motion is filled with deep expression. It really touches me. And I wondered if you would be willing to talk about this type of dance.
Yes, I will. I would love to.
Great. I want to know more.
I would love to talk about it. That's why I'm here.
Good.
Soul, I think when I perform, it's full of expression, and soul motion it's not the only focus, but soul motion is a form of ecstatic dance. So, which means that you use rhythm as a way to free the energy that are locked in your body, that are an energy as emotion, tension, inhibition. And the rhythm is natural to us just for the simple reason that we have two rhythms in us. The breath, breathing is a rhythm. The heartbeat is another rhythm. And we are, when we are conceived in the belly of our mother, we hear the first beat of our life is the heartbeat of our mother. So right away there, we are brought to life through those rhythms. So they are natural to us. And ecstatic dance is about using the breath and the heartbeat as those two rhythms that you can, when you breathe and focus, involve your whole mind into this kind of a place instead of the talk, but really the rhythm in your body. If you let it go, you can release tension and then find, like you dive deeper and deeper into you, and you find a place of peace and stillness and awareness. You get to this place in yoga that we talk about, Shavasana, of being fully present and aware. And with soul motion, so that's ecstatic dance.
Okay.
Now soul motion go from that place of presence, of being, of really feeling right now. I feel everything of my body, of myself, of the space I take, of this presence in me. But with soul motion now, I use my mind as a sensor to feel this presence not only in me, but in you and in around us. And to be that deep aware and at the same time in full action, in full motion, in full movement. So we don't have to be still as static to be present. We can be completely present and in full action of life. And that's what soul motion is about. It's about developing that awareness and recognizing in everyone that come to my dance class that they're like me. I'm not better, I am not worse. We are the same. We are older, younger, but we are just human, dancing and searching this presence, this place where we feel grounded, where we feel open, where we can love freely without judging ourselves or judging anything, and without fear of letting go. And that's what soul motion is about, really, to be there in interaction and to feel that connection between all of us, and that every movement we do somehow ripple in the class to somebody else's movement. And so it's a little bit a metaphor of life, because everything you do in life has an action in the future of your life or in somebody else's life, even if you are not aware of it. Like when you drive your car, the way you drive your car interferes everybody else driving. The way you say hello to somebody in the street, it's all of that. And so that's what soul motion is. It's very therapeutic. That's why I went to the Healing Way concert. It's liberating, and it's creating this sense of well-being and of connectiveness between people, and also finding your movement, how your body loves to move, and you're removing layers of what you thought you were, and you discover you are another person, but you are so much more free. in your life. So Soul Motion brought that to you. And for me, it brought that as a performer to be able to just be open on stage, because there were no more difference between me and the people sitting. We are one.
We are one. Soul to soul.
Soul to soul. Yes. Heart to heart. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She certainly enjoys it.
What is it? Just a free?
Just free form, yeah. Improv. Yeah, so
Beautiful.
whatever she feels is how she moves. Yeah. Mhm.
It's hard to do on that,
Oh yeah.
on those bricks.
Yeah, she didn't know what type of a surface she was going to dance on. Normally she dances barefoot, but not on that surface.
Doing real well.
Yeah.
It's uneven surface.
Yeah. I think she feels a little limited with those shoes on that surface as far as spinning and turning and stuff like that.
Is she from Whitefish?
What's that?
Is she from Whitefish?
No, I'm from Missoula. And then she teaches basically what she's doing. It's kind of a meditation free-form class that she'll do. And in that case, she'll put on this type of music, but then just kind of lead people through feeling the music.
Feel like doing it.
Yeah, a lot of times, I don't know about, when I dance, I can be kind of stiff because I'm not really thinking about what I'm moving. I'm just kind of maybe rocking back and forth, but otherwise she'll tell you, think of your spine as moving like a flowing water or something like that. It's just an idea, it comes to my head, but
That would probably be a good class for me because I don't feel the music.
right.
Rhythm.
So what she'll do is she'll make you think of just different parts of your body and like reaching for space, or
Does she have a studio in Missoula?
no, she usually rents one. Yeah, from one place to another. I'm her husband, so that's why I'm the fan. Yeah. Yeah.
That's neat.
You do some of this in your yoga class.
Yeah, there's like a yoga movement type classes, and she teaches that too, But I think dance is her real passion, I guess you could say. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you do a lot of dancing then?
Myself? I have gone to her classes before, and I enjoy them. Yeah. Then otherwise, just out in bars or wherever they're playing music. We dance together a lot that way. And yeah, not so much ballroom dancing, choreographed dancing, but maybe someday we'd get into that. So.
Yeah, this is pretty freestyle.
This is all freestyle, yeah. All right.
Okay, so Maurice, I thought that you developed Soul Motion. I thought that was yours, something that you created. And I believe at the performance that I went to in February that you had mentioned somebody else's name.
Yes.
That somebody else is the creator of Soul Motion, and I thought, huh? So do you want to talk about that?
Yes, of course.
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. So, Soul Motion has been designed by Vin Martin. Vin Marty is a dance teacher, performer, choreographer that lives in Portland, and he has been exploring dance. He's in his 50s, so he's been exploring dance and teaching for the last 30 years. He had some endowments, he has received some grant for art, and so I met Vin. 3 or 4 years ago, I think. I don't remember now. I had a hip injury. I was dancing at the university. I really went back to the university when my father died, and I decided that I wanted to realize my dream, which was to dance, to be a dancer. It was the meaning of my life was there. And so I went back to the university, and I wanted to put my focus into teaching dance. And I got a hip injury pretty bad, and I realized that I couldn't stay at the university. At the technical level, with my body in pain, I couldn't do it. So I stopped, and I was really looking at that time already how to really teach dance as really this form of expression and therapy and opening for people. But really my focus was not only children as it was university, it was also adults, women, men, just everyone. And so I was looking, while I was still at the university, I was looking for other form of dance that I could explore outside of creative movement or jazz, modern, ballet, but really, and that's how I found ecstatic dance. So I read some books about it and check on the internet, workshop. And so I found this workshop of Vin Marty, and I decided to go. I registered for it in September or something like that. And then I had my hip injury. And it was like, no, I cannot dance. I have a hip injury. How can I dance? And I went to that workshop walking. I could just walk. And it was really special. By the end of the 3 days, I was dancing, not fully, I wasn't leaping, jumping, but I was able to express my deep feelings, and also to meet people with whom I could really dance, and with whom I could really find this union, this place where we were all together, and there were no more barrier between us, and it really happened there. And at the end of the 3 days, Vin Marty, that designed Soul Motion, told me, I will train you. So then I decided to, I stopped the university, and I was going every other month to his studio and stay for a week to take his class and rest in Missoula region. So Vin Marty, as he said, he designed Soul Motion because we are all, we are not creators. The creator is bigger than us. We design from what we have learned from what the gift of other people have done in dance or in life. We are the beneficiary of those gifts, of their experience. And that's the same in dance. There is all those people behind us, Martha Graham, Sandini, Isa Dorado, all of them, even all the choreographers, that they have all those ideas and they design all of them. And Vin Marty finds that he wanted in the world of ecstatic dance, because there is many people teaching ecstatic dance. He wanted to put a focus on this place of being connected. And so he designed how can we find a language, verbal and physical, as a teacher to transmit that. And that's what he did. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
besides soul motion, are there other types of expressive dance that you like, and can you tell me about them?
Well, I guess, I think other form of ecstatic dance I like, because they always are there for you to really feel that you are dancing and that you are important as a person, and everyone else is important. Whatever is the level of dance, there is no technicality, there is no age. It's not about that. It's about us, and so that's really what I like the most. Sometimes I take African dance class because I like the drum. I like the live music. Musician really embody. They embody spirits. They are really shamans. They can be shamans that bring you in another world. And I honor that. So sometimes I go to African dance when I really respect the drummer and the person teaching for the gift and what's the gift, But I guess soul motion is really what I love the most in dance, and that's why it is what I teach, because that's really my path in life. So it's my favorite dance, remains soul motion.
I've been to one of your classes, and I was really nervous at first. I was going to sit and watch, and I just couldn't. I had to participate. It was a really wonderful experience for me. It unlocked something deep inside, and it's not something that's easy to talk about, but it was very profound, very fundamental, very profound, and I really enjoyed it. I had a really great time.
Thank you.
You're a great teacher. It was fun.
Yeah, that's what you want. We need fun. We need love.
We do. We all do. You teach soul motion.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me more about teaching soul motion?
Yes. And for me, as a teacher, it is really about being really embodied and present as deeply as I can, really grounded and open, and with an awareness of 180 degree. I have to sense everyone in the room where they are, in their mind, in their emotions, in their body, and really to bring them as much as possible in their body and not in their mind, but really in the body. So that's really my first role as a soul motion teacher. For me, I am present, aware, and I sense everyone else and where they are and what are their needs, and at the same time to channel it in order that together we develop something together, and we open to each other. So this is for me what it is about teaching soul motion. It's about watching me and everyone from kind of above, being with everyone around me, and be one of them and not somebody outside, not different. And really being aware of everything and creating a space that is safe, open to everything. There is no judgment. So the mind is used as really as this receiver, this sensor, all the sense, the hearing, the touching, the smelling, the eyes, the vision. You receive, you take in, and you feel it in your body, and you bring it back out. And that's what I do when I teach. I really try to be there. And so each time somebody comes, I don't want to put a filter of I know that person from before, from outside class, or because it has come to my class before. It's like each time we are new, it's a new beginning. and I want to see that person as they are truly, deeply in them, and to reveal that beauty that there is in them, in their movement, in what they can be, as fully as a person. And so that's really it. It's like for us to remove all our filter to be as channel, as embodied, as full as possible.
You did a very good job. Like I said, I was going to sit and watch, and then I thought, this is pretty ridiculous. I'll ease in, and the discomfort went away pretty quickly. I mean, relatively over time, I felt comfortable, and I really had a good time. I think your teaching methods are great. They work for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I think in a way, I may be a tough student, and I don't mean tough like we usually think of that. I mean more of a challenge because I was nervous and tense. But I did notice pretty quickly a feeling of freedom, and just like being present within that feeling of freedom. It's like living within a stance of freedom. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the dance came from for me. My body was able to move.
Yeah.
I had fun. I enjoyed
Right.
it.
I think a lot of us, we are inhibited. You're not the first one that come to my dance class, and at the beginning you cannot move because you feel like, how should I move, or what is everyone thinking of me, or do you understand what I say? Like sometimes I feel like, because I am the teacher, people really follow what I say, and maybe it's about I'm guiding instead of telling you put one foot forward, 1 foot back, turn your head right, left. No, So there is this part of us that we are not used to go to a class where you are said breathe and move with circular motion or listen to you. When people start to listen, they feel a lot of conflict most of the time. And it's like, can I do that? Yes, you can. This is what we are. And so that's very normal. I think everybody feels that way. Some of us, we need to be seen. So it's important for me to see, to really see. Because we need to be recognized for who we are. And so the part of the inhibition also comes from that. Will I be accepted with my movements that are not graceful, that are awkward, that are not rhythmic? And me, I'm there and I say yes, because you bring your diversity, you bring your difference, that creates this whole palette of colors that we dance with. If we were all the same, it would be boring. It's because we are different that we create, that there is the challenge brings the creation. So it felt, yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Do you do other movement practices, for example, yoga, etc.?
Yes, my other movement practice is yoga. It's really the one I usually take a yoga class from time to time. I teach yoga as a substitute teacher, and I practice because it's a good way to still the mind and to be in the body. And I feel like when you are, for me as a dancer, sometimes I just want to move and dance with music, without music.
Mm-hmm.
But I found in yoga that when I am alone, I can always come to these places where I can listen to my body. And I might not do a set of poses that are planned, but it's just a time of meditating with my body. So to go from one stretch to another one, but by feeling what the body needs and where I am in my mind, in my heart. And the breathing technique are really great of yoga because they really help you to get centered. And so I always, my main preparation before performing is really about sitting and breathing and being present. And when I teach too, I take 10 minutes where I just sit and I get present with my breath, and so sometimes I can put the breath and the presence in a stretch that I feel I need, or in a walk. If I feel that my meditation is going to be the walk or the washing dishes, that is as is part of being so. In a way, soul motion for me is often like the yoga of dance.
Yes.
Because I really feel that way about it. So that's my other practice.
Thank you. So the next, you've touched briefly on performing.
Yeah. But there is more to that. Yeah.
So on the subject of performing, does it take special preparation for you to perform?
Well, there is basically two things about performing. There is the mental preparation just before you do the performance, and there is what it is for me about performing and what is the performance about. So we kind of answer the first question like before the performance. My preparation is really to get into that meditative state and that presence and bring that to the stage. Then the other thing is how do I prepare a month or 2 months before I do a performance.
Okay.
And this is more like, I don't rehearse. It's not about, I don't rehearse steps. I don't choreograph steps. But there is a frame to my performance. And that frame comes, like soul motion as a frame, there is a frame to my performance. And the frame is about what is the intention of the performance. So do I need any kind of props that illustrate some of the meaning I want to do? Like when I did, for example, the performance of the Festival of the Dead. The first time I did it at the Union Club. It was in this place, in a bar with a lot of people talking, and there is this pillar in the middle of the room, and I knew I wanted to dance in that middle of the room and not on the stage because I wanted to dance with the people.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, I'm going to use that pillar. That pillar is going to be like an altar where I bring the memories of my family, because the Festival of the Dead for me is about honoring what is dead, and that's important to honor the memory of the ones that have passed, because they still live in us.
Creativity that goes on in this town, and I need the space to be clean because we are going to dance here to do some little performance for you tonight. So we need this whole space around the pillar to be clean. You can go to the side. We will dance all around the space. So but we really need to have the space right now. Okay. You can be here. Around here we work, yeah. I'm going to about dance about the blood that runs in my family and in all the dead of my family and that live in me and that live in all of us.
So my preparation was more about what is my intention and staying with it, and dancing my dance class, because that's why I stay present. That's why my body stay open and free, and that's why I keep myself open. And so that's it. That's an example of how do I prepare for performance.
Thank you. There are performances that you have done. Would you like to talk about them briefly, one at a time?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I tried to talk briefly.
Just the ones that we're going to be showing in
The ones,
program.
yeah,
Yes.
we're going to be showing some.
Okay.
And so I want you, the viewers, to be able to follow, get a general idea of of what is being presented to you. So, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
And so I think let's talk about this one I did for the 1-year anniversary of September 11th. Janet Rankin Peace Center organized 11 days in September for grieving. And one of the program was how can we use art to deal with our grief and our pain and terror. And so I was one of the artists that participated in that. And I remember that I wanted, to just bring my experience of soul motion as really a way for people to, again, find this peace in them. And so I was just looking for some music to play for that night. But I didn't really prepare more than that. And I went, I chose my clothes. That's always very important for me, what I'm going to wear. And I had the blue pants and the white top with a white and blue scarf. Because for me, those two colors are very feminine colors. Are maybe the color of Mary, of the mother. and of peace. I always think of a blue sky with a white column, you know, a white peace dove. I always think of those colors to really incarnate peace. So I wear that, and I came, and I was the last one on the program. And so I was there waiting, listening to everybody, enjoying what was said. And when it was my turn to dance, I felt like the music was not appropriate, and that I wanted to dance without music, to just show to people what it is to be connected with yourself and with everyone through movement as your own language. And that's what I did. So that was, yeah. Just wanted to say that with what happened tonight, I did not plan the music to just dance, and what I do is improvisation. I just listen and dance. And I've decided that I'm not going to put the music, no music, because what I do is about listening. And there is this beautiful poem of Hafiz that says that the breath is a beautiful clock of God, my dear. And your feet touch the ground, and your heart beat like the drums hum through your feet. And your fingers play with the harp and the cellos of the sky of heaven. You are a white holy band. And so I just feel that I'm going to dance with no music, to just show what is it to listen and to dance with what comes through us, what unites us all through this dance. then I think my big performance of this year was I did for the French Alliance. I did a dance concert. That was the first time I put together a dance concert with 3 pieces. That would be like that will show a little bit what I have done before. So that was different for me. It was like a little bit of a different purpose, but really fun. And I redid my piece of the Festival of the Dead, and this time I could add slides. I wanted to do that the first time, so I had pictures, and I knew that even if it was the same dance piece, my movement and what I would say would be different, because every day we are different. So what will come of me and of my life and the way I will act will not be the same, and it was different. But I felt that somehow the audience was so receptive that I wasn't talking as loud, and I was really more into my own inner world and sharing it with everyone. And I felt like by doing it the second time, somehow I integrate even more for myself my father, because it was really about my father and this, the loss of my childhood, the loss of my country, of my home, and the death of my father, the loss of my father, and I really felt that there were complete integration that happened about the father in us that night. So that was really nice.
Very powerful.
Helsinki.